I'm going to share with you a story of how some of the investment and how investment is changing in the world as well, and what this story is about China and how China has dominated the sea basically. So if you look at what China have done, you see the US and China are having a trade war at the moment. Some of you may have heard of this, however you don't understand what this trade war is. I'm gonna explain this. The trade war is about the seaport. You're probably wondering what's going on here. You see, China have a lot of products to ship out. Even America have started to develop their own products right now, and they've put a sanction on their own ports. So they're saying no more goods from China to enter America. This is what they've done. And one of the reasons why they've done this is because China has already taken over many ports. What they've done is China has invested in infrastructure development in the emerging markets. Now, emerging markets, for those of you who are not familiar with the share index and the share and the stock market, emerging markets are your countries that are still developing. So your third world countries and your middle range countries, usually found in the Eastern and South America as well as Africa. So we have three major continents. They're still developing. There's so much to develop, and who's going to develop this? This is the big question. Now, China, this is how they're going to become a global superpower, and this is why they're classed as a global superpower. Firstly, they have a lot of cash flow. Secondly, America is in debt with them, right? And thirdly, the thing what they've done is a lot of things are made in China, and what China have done is they've taken access to all the seaports. How they've done it? They've gone to all of the developing nations. In terms of the governments, they've approached the governments. This is at government level, by the way, and they've said to them, look, we will develop your country for you, and they've done a deal with them in exchange for having access to the seaport. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I may be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure what they've done is they have like 50 to 70% control of the seaport as well. So the goods that come in to the country or even go out, so they have their people there that are managing even the seaport. Now imagine, like, if you've got loads of ships with containers going out of your country every day, and you've got products to develop, the products to ship out, and you need a place for these products to land, isn't it? Now the best place for you to land these products is the seaport. So what China have done is they've taken over the seaports. So they own all the sea basically. So all the space in the sea, China have got. And now what they're doing is they've already taken over the sea, and this is how they are becoming a leader and an investor, even because they've invested money into the economies of the emerging markets, right? So because they've invested money, so these emerging markets, they're grateful for them, because nobody else was investing in the development of their country, were they? No, they wasn't. So they're happy with that, right? So they are more than happy to even give China a share of the seaport. Why? Because secondly, nobody else is giving them products, are they? No. So they have to buy the products, and they're getting them even heavy tax on them, and all these other tax implications. When you're importing stuff, there's so many complications within the import-export rules. When you look into it, you will find, especially when you're trying to import and export into the developing countries, it gets so much complicated, because even like some of the government officials, they're just something else. I don't want to say anything. I'm not. So this is what happens over there. So when you look at the Chinese government and how they've planned everything, and I feel this is how they're going to dominate as well, because if they've already got the port, they've got products going there, they're going to get a return on investment guaranteed. They've got the country owes them money as well, you know. So in every way they've got it boxed off. This is how I have to say it. So, you know, this is something that's happening and is developed and is going very well for China at the minute, and this is why the Americans are, you know, going direct competition with them, and they want to develop their own products and start to like panic, because a lot of the things was coming from America, coming into America was from China as well. So they've started to panic, and now they're trying to you know, take a different maneuver in terms of economic maneuver. And there's a trade war happening, and this is what the trade war is about. It's about the sea, it's about the air. This is what it is, because you get hold of the sea and you get hold of the airspace, and you run everything, you run the show. This is what's happening right now. The trade war is about the sea and the air. That's it. So thank you very much, guys.